So for the master version of Dreughside, we're playing Control Spellsword. This is largely because of all of the supports that begin in play. So again, like one of our previous encounters, we want to have the ability to remove supports. Shadowfen Priest and Edict of Azura help us do that. We also want to control the board, survive the early onslaught, and then hopefully drive her home for a victory. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this game. And again, as I was saying, the players all start with supports, right? There's a Mundus Stone. There is, which we will see here in a minute, a support that spits out mud crabs. And then there is another one where it's basically Divine Fervor. Well, we went first. We obviously don't want to execute our own guys, so we pass. Executes are great in the early game because the mud crabs start as 2/2s, so you don't usually have to feel bad about having like a ton of executes in hand. You will have targets. The Dragon Tails are also really fantastic because they almost always are 3/3s, 4/3s, so on and so forth. We're gonna go ahead and execute here. I guess take a free whack and then pass. So early game, again, we're just gonna, for the most part, kind of try to stall. Similar tactic. Gonna whack here.
The longer the odds, the sweeter.
Dragon Tail there, and execute. Executes are just allowing us to hopefully take control of the board. So the opponent does run a full complement of the Vicious Drow, so you can expect them to be doing the same thing to you. Profiteer is pretty good for bolstering our health in this matchup as well. Alright, so we got charge. Hive Defenders don't really help over here because of the lethal. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And I cheated myself out of a life. So if you're watching this, kids, don't try this at home. Kappa. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is kind of icky. I guess we're going to drive this one here. Take our free shots. We're doing that. I fully expect the 2/2 to just kill this here with the lethal. Nothing we can do about that, so that's why I wanted to get some damage there. And he did, in fact, take that path. We've hit no prophecies, but we did finally find our first support removal.
You must be cleansed.
We want to take care of the thing that gives him free guys to start. And I do think we're low enough now that as much as the Profiteer is fantastic for us, I think we battle that. The sooner that we can get this game to just being like not dealing with the supports and being a normal game, the better off we are.
Mother of mother.
Pop that ward. He'll come online next turn. We don't have a good way to saturate, so for now I actually think that we just remove the +1/+1. Take our free damage and then pass. +1/+1 means that hopefully this then trades as well. Alright, we finally are losing our own free mud crabs. +1/+1 also means that this guy over here is now pretty good. Hit himself instead of the drag here, so that bodes well for us. That can take that trade. This can go here. And we're gonna Crushing Blow here. And so if he doesn't have some sort of removal, we may be hitting the point where we are stabilizing. So he has replayed his spawning pool. which is a bit of a problem. The lethal's also an annoying problem, to say the least. We're gonna do this. Again, we'd like to take this out without giving him gas. And drop this. This is the one that is the least offensive to lose to lethal. We are still a turn away from our Manticora. We're going to take our trades, though. And we're going to Profiteer, Hive Defender, and then start Night Mother going. If you can actually get it early enough before the board goes crazy, Night Mother's insane in this matchup just because of all of the crabs that die. Spawning pool again. So if you're looking for different versions of this, I could legitimately buy one, believe it or not, where you do also run Vicious Drow as well. I know 9 supports probably feels egregious, but you can trust in me when I say you would use them all. No questions asked. I think we're gonna go just one more turn. I would like to get this other Hive Defender down before we start giving him runes. He's only about halfway through his deck. Obviously these are annoying. Alright, so he's played his Divine Fervor again. So he is back to where he started for the game, and then some as well. The good news, however, is that we have some life gain.
By bark and root.
Let none defile.
So let's go ahead and start with that. Alright. Start punching him.
You won't foil my plan.
Let's go with another guard over here for insurance as well.
My RK spear.
This and that might have been a misplay. Good old Mundus Stone, providing lethal.
Let's heat things up.
Might have been a misplay. Thankfully, he scavened himself. Thank you, AI, for being entirely incompetent. Gotta be getting pretty close to this being almost relevant, right? Like, we're almost halfway. I want to see what this gets us before we make any decision. The drain life feels important, given the life total that we are currently at. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So I'm really afraid to start feeding him because of the lethal issue. However, I also feel like getting this to proc is pretty important. So we're gonna risk it on our Hive Defender. That's fine. Let's drop a Wind Key. Still kind of floating our health total. I apologize, that was a really big lag spike. So if that comes through in the recording, wow. Not sure what happened there. Down to 11 cards. We're surviving most of the onslaught. I'm beginning to wonder if one of the cards in hand is just not more of his supports. With the cap at 4, he obviously can't continue to play more. This encounter would have been kind of insane back when you used to be able to have 6 supports in play. Well, did the AI break with that lag spike? I think it broke. It legitimately just up and passed the turn on me, and I have no idea why. Alright, well, let's take this. We're at 12. Yeah, let's give him this.
Do not trouble this one.
Because we have the
Found
option here. Same here as well. The lethal is, again, kind of annoying. I fully expect this to trade here. So let's protect it. Let's see what happens here. He does in fact hit a prophecy. There is the dank harvesters that I was expecting to see. Let's gain some more health just to offset it. So we are on a path now where technically Night Mother, if we can just kill creatures, Night Mother will finish the game for us.
Hiding will not save
Drop Nahagleave and go from there. Looks like it's another lag spike. Wow. I am breaking the game right now. That is pretty intense. I wonder if it is just going to pass again. Because I have no idea what's going on. For the most part, the playing is the same. Even if they're not just up and passing. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus the Night Mother. So theoretically, if we could clear the board, Night Mother would just outright win the game. Wouldn't have to worry about prophecies. So we hope that he trades here. He has the lethal guy, so he's making not the greatest trades. Again, the AI is kind of being buggy right now. I've not normally experienced it with this encounter. This also means this video is going to be needlessly long, like significantly longer than it should be, because I don't know what's going on. There we go, he does in fact just pass. How bizarre. Well, because of the ward and us during this, we actually don't have like Night Mother lethal, so I think we're just gonna punch him for good old-fashioned lethal and get this over with. So there's Dreughside on Master. Sorry for the weird delays, not sure what's going on. The strategy works just fine. Don't make the play mistakes that I did, and you'll be fine. It's a pretty easy encounter.